built in silence. The psychology of relentless growth. Imagine a life where every day you grow, not because the world pushes you forward, but because you quietly push yourself. In this vault of thoughts, ideas, and strategies, there is no noise, no distraction, no applause. There is only the relentless work you do in silence. This is the path of growth few dare to take. The path of those who understand that success, discipline, and transformation do not happen overnight. They are built quietly, consistently, in the unseen moments. When the world is asleep, when no one is watching, when there is no reward except the knowledge that you showed up for yourself. Pause. Take a breath. Reflect. This journey is yours. Understanding silence. To grow relentlessly, you must first understand silence. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is power. Silence is focus. Silence is where your true self emerges. Too often, we search for external validation. We chase likes, comments, applause, and recognition. We post our goals before we achieve them. We announce our plans before we execute them. We seek permission from others to believe in ourselves. But here's the truth. Every truly successful person you admire built something first in silence, in moments when no one was watching, in hours when no one applauded, in days when the world doubted, in years when they had nothing to show for it except their own commitment to the process. Think about the entrepreneur who spent 2 years building a business before anyone knew it existed. Think about the writer who wrote 1,000 pages before publishing one. Think about the athlete who trained in empty gyms at 5 in the morning, long before the championships and the crowds. They understood something profound. Visibility does not create success. Consistency does. The work you do when no one is watching determines what you become when everyone is watching. Now, think about your last week. How many moments did you spend building yourself without anyone noticing? How many hours did you invest in your growth without posting about it? Without seeking validation, without needing acknowledgement? If the answer is few, it's time to shift. Growth is not about visibility. It's about consistency. It's about doing what others will not do when others are busy seeking attention. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful. The person working in silence, building in isolation, growing without announcement. That person is dangerous. That person is unstoppable. Practical action. Today, identify one task you can do quietly, without praise, without showing off, that builds your skill, your mindset, or your discipline. Maybe it's learning a new skill for 30 minutes. Maybe it's organizing your workspace. Maybe it's reading something that challenges your thinking. Whatever it is, commit to it. No excuses, no announcements, just action. Pause. Reflect on that task. Feel the power of private progress. Discipline, the engine of growth. Let's talk about discipline. Discipline is the engine behind relentless growth. Motivation is fleeting. Inspiration comes and goes like the tide. One day you feel unstoppable. The next day you can barely get out of bed. But discipline never leaves you. It is steady, reliable, and unstoppable. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up at your chosen time, not when you feel rested. It's working on your goals, not when you're inspired, but when it's scheduled. It's making the hard choice, not the easy one. Most people overestimate what discipline looks like. They think it requires superhuman willpower, some genetic advantage, or a personality trait they don't possess. But discipline is simpler than that. Discipline is a series of small decisions, repeated consistently over time. Ask yourself, are you disciplined in the small things? Waking up at the same time every day. Making your bed. Choosing what you consume. Books, videos, conversations. Are you intentional? Or are you drifting through your days, reacting to whatever comes your way? The small disciplines reveal your character. If you can't control when you wake up, how will you control your business? If you can't choose what you eat, how will you choose what you create? If you can't manage an hour of your day, how will you manage your life? Discipline compounds. Each small act of discipline reinforces your identity as someone who follows through. Each time you do what you said you would do, you build trust with yourself. And self-trust is the foundation of all achievement. Practical action. Start small. Set one rule for yourself today. Maybe it's writing for 20 minutes every morning. Maybe it's reading 10 pages before bed. Maybe it's going for a walk to think and process. Maybe it's eliminating one distraction from your routine. Do it consistently. That small act compounds. It builds momentum. It teaches your mind that you are serious about growth. It whispers to your subconscious, I am someone who keeps promises to myself. Pause. Reflect on this simple yet powerful truth. Discipline is invisible until it becomes unstoppable. Focus. The hidden weapon. Focus is the silent multiplier. You can work hard, you can work long hours, but without focus, your efforts scatter like leaves in the wind. Focus allows your energy to hit a target day after day until the results are undeniable. In a world designed to distract you, focus is your competitive advantage. Every notification, every scroll, every interruption is stealing minutes from your potential. And those minutes add up to hours, days, years, entire lifetimes spent in distraction. Most people fail not because they are incapable, but because they are distracted. They have too many goals. They chase too many opportunities. They say yes when they should say no. Social media, endless opinions, overcommitment. These steal your attention and steal your life. The most successful people are not the most talented. They are the most focused. They choose one thing and become obsessed with it. They eliminate everything that doesn't serve their primary goal. They protect their attention like it's the most valuable resource on earth, because it is. Think about it. What could you accomplish if you gave one goal your complete, undivided attention for 6 months? What if you stopped dabbling and started dominating? What if you said no to everything good so you could say yes to the one thing that's great? Focus is not just about what you pay attention to. It's about what you ignore. It's about the discipline to turn away from opportunities that don't align with your vision. It's about the courage to appear narrow-minded to people who don't understand your mission. Practical action. Choose one thing today to focus on for at least 60 uninterrupted minutes. No phone, no music with lyrics, no notifications, no distractions. Just your work, your growth, your mind sharpening like a blade. Set a timer. Eliminate every possible interruption and work. Feel what happens when you give something your complete attention. Feel the quality of work that emerges. Feel your confidence grow as you realize what you're capable of when you stop dividing your energy. Pause. Feel the power of undivided attention. That is growth in motion. Resilience. Building the mind that wins. Let's address the elephant in the room. Growth is not linear. Setbacks are inevitable. Failures will come. Disappointments will hurt. Sometimes the world will seem against you. Sometimes you will doubt yourself. Sometimes you will want to quit. The secret of relentless growth is not avoiding pain. It's embracing it. It's understanding that pain is information. Failure is feedback. Setbacks are setups for comebacks. Resilience is not something you're born with. It's something you build quietly, in moments of reflection after failure. In nights spent figuring out solutions when everyone else has given up. In mornings when you rise despite doubt, despite fear, despite uncertainty. Every person you admire has failed more times than you've tried. They've been rejected more than you've been accepted. They've fallen more than you've stood. The difference is, they didn't let failure define them. They let it refine them. When you fail, and you will fail, you have a choice. You can internalize it and make it mean something about your worth. Or you can externalize it and make it mean something about your strategy. One destroys you, the other develops you. Resilience is the ability to take a hit and keep moving. It's the willingness to lose the battle to win the war. It's the understanding that temporary defeat is not permanent failure unless you stop fighting. The mind that wins is the mind that has been broken and rebuilt. It's the mind that knows pain and chose growth anyway. It's the mind that said, "Not today," to every excuse, every doubt, every fear. Practical action. Next time you fail, do not curse it. Do not hide from it. Do not pretend it didn't happen. Sit in silence. Analyze what happened. Write down one lesson from the experience, one specific, actionable insight. Then apply it tomorrow. That is how minds of relentless achievers are built. Create a failure journal. Document what didn't work and why. Watch patterns emerge. Watch yourself become wiser, sharper, more capable with every documented lesson. Pause. Let that thought settle. Growth is forged in the quiet fires of challenge. Habits. The architecture of your life. Your life is nothing more than the sum of your habits. Show me your daily routine and I'll show you your future. Your habits are either building the life you want or destroying the life you deserve. If you want growth, examine your daily routines. What you repeat daily shapes your reality, not your intentions, not your goals, not your dreams, your habits. Every successful person you admire has habits that were invisible to the world. They built mornings, evenings, and workdays with intention. Their day didn't just happen to them. They designed it. They didn't wait for inspiration. They created systems that removed the need for motivation. Think about your average day. What happens automatically? What do you do without thinking? These automatic behaviors are either serving you or sabotaging you. There is no neutral. Every habit either adds to your life or subtracts from it. The good news is that habits are learnable. They are changeable. They are within your control. You can design a life that pulls you toward your goals rather than pushing you away from them. Start with your morning. How you begin your day determines how you experience your day. Do you reach for your phone immediately, flooding your mind with other people's content, other people's priorities, other people's emergencies? Or do you claim the first hour for yourself, for thought, for growth, for intention? The most successful people protect their mornings. They use that time when their mind is fresh and their willpower is strong to work on their most important tasks, to fill their mind with empowering content, to plan their day with purpose. Practical action. Choose one positive habit you will start today. One habit you can repeat every day for 30 days. Maybe it's 5 minutes of journaling. Maybe it's 10 minutes of visualization. Maybe it's a morning walk. Maybe it's reading before consuming any digital content. Choose one. Track it. Use a calendar and mark an X for every day you complete it. Guard it. Protect it like a treasure. Because it is. That one habit, repeated consistently, will change your trajectory. Pause. Imagine the compounded effect after 30, 60, 90 days. That is the power of silent growth. Reflection. The wisdom of relentless growth. Growth is not just action. Growth is reflection. It is pausing to understand yourself, your choices, and your direction. Most people are so busy doing that they never stop to ask if they're doing the right things. Reflection is how you learn from experience. Without reflection, you repeat the same mistakes. You work hard but not smart. You stay busy but not productive. You move but don't progress. Every night, spend 5 minutes asking yourself 3 questions. What did I do today that moved me forward? Celebrate these wins, no matter how small. Acknowledge progress. Build momentum. What distracted me? Be honest. No judgment, just awareness. What pulled your attention away from what matters? What drained your energy without adding value? What can I improve tomorrow? Choose one thing, one adjustment, one optimization. This makes tomorrow better than today. This quiet reflection rewires your mind. It strengthens your focus. It sharpens your discipline. It turns experience into wisdom. It's not glamorous, but it works. It's not sexy, but it's effective. The unexamined life is the unchanged life. You cannot improve what you don't measure. You cannot optimize what you don't observe. Reflection is the bridge between experience and growth. Think of reflection as data collection. Every day provides data about what works and what doesn't. About who you are and who you're becoming. About what serves you and what sabotages you. But data without analysis is just noise. Reflection turns data into insight, insight into action, action into results. Practical action. Tonight, write down 3 wins and 1 improvement. Keep it private. Let it build your momentum. Don't share it on social media. Don't make it public. This is between you and your future self. This is your private conversation with growth. Do this every night for a week and watch what happens. Watch your awareness increase. Watch your choices improve. Watch your growth accelerate. Pause. Feel the power of reflection. Growth is as much mental as it is physical. Vision. The fuel of relentless growth. Silence without vision is empty. You must know why you are building, growing, and pushing yourself in isolation. Without a compelling vision, discipline becomes drudgery. Work becomes meaningless. Progress becomes pointless. Your vision is your North Star. It's what guides you when you're lost. It's what motivates you when you're tired. It's what reminds you why you started when you want to quit. Your vision doesn't have to be public. It doesn't need followers, likes, or applause. Your vision is personal. It is sacred. It is the compass that guides your silent work. In fact, the most powerful visions are often the most private. When you share your goals too early, you get a false sense of accomplishment from the acknowledgement. You receive praise for the intention rather than the execution. Your brain gets a dopamine hit from the announcement, reducing your motivation to actually do the work. Keep your vision close. Know it intimately. See it clearly, but guard it carefully. Let your results speak louder than your intentions. A powerful vision answers 3 questions. Where am I going? Why does it matter? Who am I becoming? Where am I going? Be specific. Vague goals produce vague results. I want to be successful is not a vision. I want to build a business that serves 10,000 customers and generates sustainable income while giving me freedom to travel is a vision. Why does it matter? Connect your vision to your values. Why does this goal resonate with you? What will it allow you to do, be, or experience? What problem will it solve? Whose life will it improve? Who am I becoming? This is the most important question. Your vision isn't just about what you'll achieve. It's about who you'll become in the process. The habits you'll develop. The character you'll build. The person you'll evolve into. Practical action. Define your one compelling vision. Where do you want to be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? Write it down in vivid detail. What does your life look like? What are you doing? How do you feel? Who are you surrounded by? What have you accomplished? Read it every morning. Let it fuel every action you take in silence. Let it remind you why you're saying no to distractions. Let it justify the sacrifices. Let it energize the discipline. Pause. Let your vision inspire you without distraction. Action. Relentless growth requires doing. Finally, all the silence, reflection, and planning is useless without action. The psychology of relentless growth is simple. Do consistently, even when it feels invisible. Even when progress seems slow. Even when results aren't obvious yet. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the difference between wishful thinking and actual achievement. It's what separates the talkers from the doers, the dreamers from the builders, the interested from the committed. But here's what most people miss. Action doesn't have to be massive to be meaningful. Small steps, taken daily, compound into extraordinary results. The person who writes 200 words every day will complete a book in a year. The person who does 10 push-ups every day will be stronger in 6 months. The person who reads 10 pages every day will finish 24 books in a year. Take small steps daily. Build momentum. Track progress. Adjust based on feedback. Repeat the process. This is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. Not through genius, not through luck, through consistent, intelligent action over time. Remember, success is not glamorous at first. It is invisible, uncomfortable, and demanding. The early days are the hardest because there's no evidence that your work is working. No results to show, no external validation, only your commitment to keep going. But this is where champions are made. In the invisible days, in the unrewarded hours, in the moments when you choose progress over comfort, discipline over distraction, action over excuses. The world celebrates overnight success, but there's no such thing. Every overnight success is the result of countless nights of work that nobody saw. Every sudden breakthrough is the culmination of consistent effort that happened in silence. Your breakthrough is coming, but only if you keep moving, only if you refuse to stop. Only if you understand that relentless growth requires relentless action. Practical action. What's one action you've been avoiding? One thing you know would move you forward, but you've been putting off. Do it today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction every single time. Start messy. Start small. Just start. Pause. Reflect. Are you ready to start today? Motivational reflection. Your life is a vault. What you put in it every day, habits, focus, discipline, action, reflection, resilience, will determine what comes out. Build in silence. Grow relentlessly. Let the world marvel later. This is your journey, not theirs. Not for applause, not for recognition, not for validation. This is for you, for your growth, for your potential. For your future self who will look back and thank you for not giving up. Built in silence, growth becomes unstoppable. Built with intention, success becomes inevitable. Built with discipline, transformation becomes permanent. So take one small step today, then another, then another. String together enough small steps, and you'll look back in amazement at how far you've traveled. That is the psychology of relentless growth. That is the power of silent work. That is your path forward. The world is loud. Let your work be louder. The world is distracted. Let your focus be sharper. The world is watching. Let them watch what you build in silence. Your time is now. Your moment is here. Your growth is waiting. Build in silence. Grow relentlessly. Become unstoppable.